Hi, boys and girls. The story I have for you today is about a character we've seen in some other stories. We read about Corduroy way back in the beginning of our school year. And Corduroy actually sits in our classroom. We have a stuffed animal right in the kitchen of our classroom. So this story is called Corduroy's Easter Party. The author of the Corduroy books is Don Freeman, and the illustrator of this Corduroy book is Lisa McHugh. But Don Freeman wrote all of the other stories that we've read about Corduroy so far. We had a Corduroy Christmas and Corduroy's Friends. This is Corduroy's Easter Party. It was the day before Easter, and Corduroy and his friends were at the playground. Puppy was having no luck getting his kite up in the air, but he didn't mind. Everyone was happy because tomorrow they were going to be having an Easter party. Dolly said, "I can't wait to see what the Easter Bunny brings us." So there's Dolly, there's all their friends. The party was going to be at Corduroy's house. Mouse made a list of all the things that they would need. "Do you think the Easter Bunny likes jelly beans?" Mouse said. "Don't forget to put down eggs on our list," Dolly said. "We need lots to decorate for the Easter Bunny." Corduroy didn't say anything, though. Everyone else had no doubt that the Easter Bunny was really coming. But deep down, Corduroy wasn't sure about the Easter Bunny. After all, nobody had ever even seen the Easter Bunny before. So Corduroy's not sure about Easter because he's never seen the Easter Bunny. Still, Corduroy didn't want to spoil all the fun, so he kept his doubts to himself. By the time they were ready to go shopping, it was raining outside, so all the friends put on their raincoats and their boots, and they brought down their umbrellas. Mouse rode in the wagon, and Rabbit caught raindrops on his tongue. Puppy jumped right into the middle of every single puddle. Kerplash. It's a fun thing to do on a rainy day. Their first stop was the general store. They brought everything they needed to dye their Easter eggs. Mouse picked out a big bag of jelly beans with plenty of red ones because those were his favorite, and Corduroy found some pretty colored Easter baskets. He also found a funny bunny hat. Do you see it tucked away down on the bottom of the shelf? So he found his baskets, and way down here he found a bunny hat. Make a prediction of what you think they might do with that bunny hat. "I'm the Easter Bunny," Corduroy said. "No, silly," said Mouse. "The real Easter Bunny will be here tomorrow, but let's all go get some party hats. That's a good idea." So they did. Dolly looked beautiful in her bonnet with flowers on the brim, and Puppy and Rabbit picked out the very silliest hats they could find. Puppy's looked like he was wearing an Easter basket. Rabbit's had little chicks all over the top of it. So they all have a special hat for the party. In a little while, the rain ended and the sun came out, so Corduroy and his friends walked to their next stop, the farm. They were having so much fun petting and saying hello to the animals that they almost forgot why they came: to buy eggs for decorating. Luckily, Dolly remembered, though. So they're not getting their eggs from the store. They're actually going right to the farm and buying them right from the farmer. Now, did they have everything they needed for their party? Oh no, not yet. On their way home, they passed a friend's meadow filled with wildflowers. There were daffodils and tulips and daisies. So they all picked a little flower bouquet to use for decorations for their party. Corduroy could hardly wait to see how pretty their house was going to look. Then Dolly and Rabbit hurried back to Corduroy's house with all of the party things. But Puppy was very thirsty from all the walking, so Corduroy and Mouse waited for him while he had a little drink. Mouse laid back and he daydreamed back in the sun. "I am so excited about Easter," he said. So there's Mouse daydreaming. He's like looking up. "Me too," said Puppy. Corduroy was too. He wanted to see that Easter Bunny just like everybody else. But how would he know for sure he would come? Back at Corduroy's house, nobody could wait to start decorating eggs. They made pink ones and blue ones and striped ones and spots ones and swirl ones. When they were dry, Corduroy gathered up all their eggs and he put them into the basket. It was a very busy day, but now, finally, everything was ready for their Easter party the next day. So he's putting all their eggs into the basket. And I want you to notice, what do you see there? It was the best party ever. They had cookies and finger sandwiches cut into tiny little triangles and most delicious fruit punch. Mouse ate so many red jelly beans that he almost got a tummy ache. Everyone wore their brand new hats. Dolly looked at Rabbit and giggled. "The chicks on your hat look real. I wouldn't be surprised if they started peeping," she said. That looks like a fun party. And what was the perfect dance to do at the Easter party? Why, the bunny hop, of course. Corduroy led the way with his bunny ears flapping as he hopped up and down, up and down. Rabbit was a natural at the bunny hop, of course. Molly got tired because her legs were shorter, but Dolly helped him keep up. I'm sorry, Mouse got tired, not Molly. "Bunny hopping sure is good exercise," said Mouse, all out of breath. It's like those bunny hops we do at school for exercise sometimes. They can be tiring. Then it was time to go outside for the Easter egg hunt. Each of them had a few eggs, and then the hunt began. They all hid a few eggs, and the hunt began. "Only one rule," said Corduroy. "No for finding the eggs that you hid for yourself." Corduroy peeked into the flowers, and he saw some eggs, but they weren't the Easter kind. They were a pretty blue robin's eggs. So they all went and hid some eggs, and then they had to hunt and find them, but they couldn't find the ones they hid to make it fair. After the hunt, everybody sat down in the grass and counted their eggs. "What a perfect Easter," said Dolly. "There's just one thing left." "A visit from the Easter Bunny," said Rabbit. "When do you think he will come?" asked Mouse. Corduroy didn't know what to say. Easter was just about over, and there was no sign of you-know-who. Wonder if you noticed back here that there was a little sign. Do you see who's in there? But look, when Corduroy and his friends went back inside the house, there was a big surprise waiting for them. It was a huge Easter basket filled with all kinds of candy. Can you guess who it was from? Yes, of course, it was from the Easter Bunny himself. He had come and gone while all of the friends were outside, and he had even left them a note. And the note says, "Have fun, your friend, the Easter Bunny." It looks like there's jelly beans and eggs and candy in there, and even a little stuffed animal. Oh, and who's in the window? As they sat around the table eating the chocolate the Easter Bunny had left, Corduroy was so surprised and so happy. The Easter Bunny, he is such a good friend. Now we know for sure, and that was the best surprise of all. Happy Easter, everybody. So that was a good Easter story. So they were a little worried if the Easter Bunny would actually come, especially Corduroy, but he didn't have anything to worry about. And remember, the Easter Bunny usually comes when you're not looking. So you'll have to keep an eye out and make sure you look for those clues like you just did in that story. I hope you liked this story, boys and girls. Take care. Bye-bye.